Welcome to the meeting of Moscow Toastbusters. My name is Samira and I'm the president of Moscow Toastbusters Club. Moscow Toastbusters is part of Toastmasters International, a global community where people come to improve their communication, leadership, and public speaking skills. But we are more than that. This is the place where ideas come to life. Ideas in today's world are everything. You might have brilliant insight, a powerful story, or a solution to a real problem. But if you cannot express it clearly, if you cannot inspire others to see what you see, that idea may never take off. Like a plane with no runway, it never leaves the ground. And that's where communication comes in. It allows our ideas to land, to spread, and to turn into something meaningful. That is why the most effective leaders treat communication as a craft. They work on it, they practice, they speak, they write, they present, and they keep learning how to do it better. And that is what we do at Toastbusters as well. At Toastbusters, public speaking is a craft we master over time. We build our skills brick by brick through prepared speeches, impromptu sessions, constructive evaluations, and leadership roles. We also offer a structured program that gives you direction, but it is not a solo journey. Because the magic of this place is the people. The room full of strangers becomes a community. And here you will find
a thought that we do seem cultish. We do not seem cultish. We are cultish. However, there is something that you do need to know. This is the kind of cult that is over 100 years old, but it does. I know. I actually made a list that says like we are a cult, definitely. However, this cult gives you more than it takes. This is the most important thing. And what it did give me is the people, the friends for life, hopefully, because we do travel together, we do run together, we do stuff together, whatever cultish thing we decide to do together. So who knows, maybe you're going to like it, enjoy, and join. With this, I'm going to introduce the topic of today's meeting, which is the importance of being earnest. That was me being earnest. Oh, sorry. Actually, the importance of being silent. First of all, let me tell you that silence most of the time is underestimated. We do have so many words that we want to share with everybody, and we actually think that these words are important. However, most of the time, silence is more important than any word. So, dear word withers and noise enthusiasts, let's begin. Anyone here read or maybe watched The Importance of Being Earnest? Raise your hands. By Oscar Wilde. Really? OMG. This is a masterpiece that I do want you to watch. It also shows me that whatever jokes I've prepared are not going to work on you. That one was an improvisation, so probably I'll survive. Anyways, if you've read it and if you've watched it, you probably would know that the main character of this play, Earnest, is very talkative. He talks so much, and it seems to me that he just doesn't appreciate this very good thing, and that is called just shutting up. Anyways, Oscar Wilde once wrote, "I never travel without my diary. One should always have something sensational to read in the train. Well, I say, try silence. First of all, it's cheaper, and you might just rewire your brain. Tonight, we're going to explore why silence isn't just golden. It is literally brain gem. And hopefully, I will balance the seriousness of whatever I'm going to share with you with some wits, because nothing says fun more like discussing hippocampal growth over awkward pauses. Here you're supposed to laugh, but that's okay. Raise your hands, those of you who have ever wasted at least 20-30 minutes scrolling through some stories, TV channels, thank you very much, or listening nonstop to some music trying to find some perfect one. Let's be earnest, guys. You're millennial Zoomers, who are you? You definitely do that. So basically like 80-90% of us, I don't know the difference because I probably skipped the meeting when we discussed that. Anyways, neuroscientists call this scrolling and not being able to just stay silent, auditory clutter. And that's not really good for you. The first thing that I want you to take today with you is silence helps you focus. So whenever you feel like you're overwhelmed with tasks, things, ideas, you literally need to get rid of all the auditory clutter. Start with the people around you, no matter how much you love them. Then get rid of your phone. Probably phone should go first though. Then do not listen to any music, just stay in silence. That would sound and be weird for you at first, but trust me, at some point you will start hearing the silence and everything inside you will quiet down and you'll be able to focus on the one task that you need to complete, be it writing an essay, completing a work presentation, or something like that. Now, here in Toastmasters, the host, me, never works alone. We actually have a team of people that are going to help me go through this meeting. I want you to look at these people as at stars that embody silence in action. The problem of writing some really cool things, you cannot learn them by heart, so sometimes I have to look here. So think of my team as your cerebral ninjas. I hope you like this. Do we laugh here as well? Of course, if you want to, sure. You know what? I actually went to a stand-up comedy once, and they did this amazing thing. When they wanted us to clap, they literally just started clapping so that everybody would follow. Doesn't work here. Okay. Another thing, they would do something like that so that everybody would laugh. Doesn't work here either. Okay. Anyways, meet our silence sculptor that will carve our meeting into perfect chunks of quiet and sounds. Please, I'm going to give the stage to our timer, Alina Stepanova. Okay, this is going to be tricky. First this, and now. Thank you very much.
Well, hello everybody. Hello, dear Toastmasters and guests. They're not there yet. I would like to be silent today, but I can't, unfortunately, because I'm going to be a timer. And so who is the timer? I will be measured the time of speeches of our speakers. That's not even, sorry. Well, yeah, so I will have my phone, so I will limit the time of speakers on the stage, and I will show them this magic and silent cards. So I'll let you try to guess what means the green card. Any guesses? It's okay. Yes, green light is always it's okay. Keep going. Everything is going to be well. The yellow card it means that it's time to conclusion your speech and better to hurry up. And finally, if you see the red card, time is up and it's time to say goodbye. Yeah. So the time limits for everybody. For table topic speakers, it will be maximum of 2 minutes. Most of the speeches, it will be from 5 to 70 minutes. And for the individual evaluations, will be between 2 and 3 minutes. So I wish everybody good luck, and please look at me sometimes to see the green, yellow, and red card. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alina. Well, now you can stay silent for quite some time, but beware, you'll be back here. Anyways, a 2013 study found 2 hours of silence daily grows new neurons in the hippocampus. Do you know what hippocampus is?
Part of the brain.
Thank you. Part of the brain, quick thinking. It is part of the brain somewhere inside your head, but this is basically the headquarters of your memory. So silence actually helps you boost your memory and enhance learning by allowing your brain to process information. Probably you remember, you want to say something. 2 hours daily. Yes. Do you remember when we all went to the university, or if you are still going to the university, they tell you, never study the night before the exam. Because whatever you're going to bring into your brain is not really going to be remembered. It is actually going to make it even more cluttered. So instead of trying to revise everything that you needed to study for the past 5 years, it is actually better to just stay in silence and have a very good night's sleep. And with this, I'm going to invite our next helper, Eco-interrogator. She won't let trivia clutter your mind. She'll weaponize it. Think of her as a neurological personal trainer for your trivia reflexes. Please welcome our quiz master, Ekaterina Dymova.
Thank you, Alexandra, for this wonderful introduction.
I know, Eco-interrogator.
Yeah, hello everyone. Today I'm going to test your active listening skills. How I'm going to do so? During our meeting, I already started, by the way, create some questions. During the meeting, I will create questions to almost any, sometimes silly data, sometimes interesting information. And at the end of this meeting, I will ask these questions that hopefully you will answer. And for right answer, I will prepare some interesting and very sweet stuff. So with this said, thank you so much.
Thank you. And thanks a lot for this one. So beware, I did give a couple interesting facts that probably our eco-interrogator is going to ask about in the end. Another fact, noise spikes cortisol. I'm pretty sure you know what that is. Stress hormone, exactly. So 2 minutes of silence actually drop blood pressure more than relaxing music. This is why when you feel stressed, they actually tell you to close your eyes and breathe deeply. Breathing also helps to reduce the stress levels. It calms your nervous system better than anything else. The next person, however, will probably spike your cortisol level at some point. I would like to invite to the stage our verbal debris detector. I tried really hard to come up with these cool things. Her mission is to mark the toxins in your cognitive ecosystem that you produce verbally. So please welcome to the stage our accountant, Maria Hrishikova. Hold on a sec, hold on a sec.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Maria, say it again, and it's my third time when I'm in Toastmasters Club, and my second role, and I think it's looks like weird to when I'm second time here to ask you please don't speak this time these words too many times or so on. So I'll try to be that my remarks will be gentle and and I believe that parasite words and interjections can make our speech more natural and more charismatic even. So I'll try to watch you parasite words, and please use it in moderate way. So thank you. I'm watching you.
Okay, thank you very much. Nothing weird, actually, about anything happening here, and nothing to apologize for. By the way, if you feel that you just want to say some filler words or whatever, do you know what you need to try? Exactly, silence, that we usually call a pause. Another fun fact. MIT research shows that silence activates your default mode network, where eureka moments live. For example, Beethoven composed in deafness. Quite a coincidence. Probably not. Speaking about eureka moment for me, I am an avid hiker. And when I do hike, there is a lot of silence. And since I recently came back from a hike, I decided that this is exactly what I need to share with you, the power of silence. With this, I would like to invite to the stage our word Zen master. He listens so deeply, he hears the silence between your syllables. Please welcome to the stage our grammarian, Daniel Pilona.
Hello, my friends. Please tell me how Alexandra looks today.
Amazing. Gorgeous. Stunning.
Very nice. Enough is enough. According to my research, 87% of all Toastmasters from Russia and Kazakhstan badly overuse one and the same word. Amazing. Everything is amazing in our Toastmaster land. Amazing speeches, amazing meetings, amazing handshakes.
Amazing people.
I know. Let's be real. As a grown-up man, guess how many times I really get amazed per year? A couple of times, really, on average. 4, if it's my lucky year. I remember exactly where I was at that moment. I remember time of the day. I remember the feeling in my stomach when I heard really amazing speech. I remember smells. However, if you use it every time, you either too sensitive or you just little bit lazy to go extra mile and find some other colorful words. Speeches can be natural, charismatic, such as people that speak them. Today, as your grammarian, I will take notes every time when you really put yourself in work and use some other phrases than amazing, interesting, or exciting. Yes, I will also correct your grammar mistakes if there are any of them. And I would like to double down on my hate of your favorite word, and as the word of the day that we will try to avoid, I claim amazing, exciting, and interesting. Please try to avoid them. We will all be our supervised online support. Every time you hear this word, you click your fingers. Very easy, right? However, if you are Lina and you just can't help yourself and you must use this word, maybe you can change it, or just instead of saying it was an amazing speech, it was speech. Tiny bit of silence help us focus, exceeds our blood pressure in a beneficial way or whatever. So, amazing, exciting, interesting. Try to avoid using something more interesting than these phrases. I will make notes. Thank you.
Okay, guys, if you want to say amazing, interesting, exciting about me, keep doing that. Thank you. Have you ever heard this kind of joke? Do not think about the pink elephant. And all you can think about is a pink elephant. Please do not say these words. Now, all I want to say are these 3 words. Anyways, to help us forget these words and probably get our eureka moments, I would like to try this little technique. Before we move on to our next part, I would like for us to stay in silence for a bit. So I want you to close your eyes. So please take your phones away. No whispering, no staring in your phones. Close your eyes. I'm a teacher, as you can see. So yes, I'm actually looking at whatever is happening, and just stay silent. Thank you. Now, who had some epiphany? Like, I want to go on a hike, or I need to eat more pizza.
I'd like the sentence to be longer.
That's a good one. Any other thoughts, ideas, eureka moments?
I want to dance because I.
That is true. That is true. Actually, our senses are heightened when we stay in silence, and we can actually see and hear whatever is happening after and around us. That's it. Interesting. What would have happened? Lots of stress, but so much silence. By the way, speaking about auditory noise, I highly recommend you to switch off all of the notifications on your phones, at least for the weekends. Something that will actually help you stay in silence a bit longer and stay more focused with whatever tasks, be it work or rest, you planned for that day. The last thing that I want to leave with you is our thoughts of the day. Unfortunately, Olga could not be here, but we found this amazing quote. Let silence take you to the core of life. Let silence take you to the core of life. All right, guys. Now, part of the Toastmasters is giving some speeches and getting feedback. And today we're going to have two. Our first speaker is going to come up here with a speech titled Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. In the world of noise, this title sounds exhausting. But I'm pretty sure it is going to be a very the speech. Please welcome to the stage, Alexander Banas. Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Just wait for Elena to start. Oh, thank you very much. I heard about a topic of leadership somewhere here in the Toastmasters Club. And I decided, what is actually my leadership style? I heard it from somebody. And actually, I never thought about it. What is my style in leadership? Although I'm a manager at work, I am leading some groups of people, but I have never thought about this from the scientific point of view. What is leadership? I have searched in the internet, and there is a lot of information about leadership. What is it? From the scientific point of view, from the humanitarian point of view, but the most simple definition is this one. It is the ability to get people to do what they don't want to do and to get them to like it. And actually, this is a great ability of a leader, that every person who does what he initially didn't want to do likes what he eventually is doing. And this is what I'm trying to do in my leadership at work and maybe in other roles as a leader. But what I thought about is, what are the qualities and the features of a good leader? And could you name any of them? Just shout out. What exactly? Sexy. Okay, thank you for this. Charisma, right? Experience. Yeah, this is a good quality and necessary quality of a leader, especially at workplace. Yes, there may be many qualities of a leader. You may exert power and be a good leader. You need to have intelligence in order to be a good leader. You definitely shall share values with the people you are leading. The same values are helping you to be a good leader and to lead the team. There are many more, but actually what conclusion I came to is that you may be a great leader for concrete circumstances, having just one quality. But the best, what I have found in literature, the best set of qualities, which is universal and very harmonical, is on the next slide. I have read it in a book, Art of War, by Sun Tzu. It is a Chinese military leader, and he told us that a good leader shall combine 5 qualities, and this is necessary and enough in order to be a good leader. You need to have intelligence, trustworthiness and humanness. Of course, you need to have courage, and you need to have discipline in order to keep everything under control. But all in combination only. So if you are relying just on one quality, for instance, if you rely on intelligence only, then you will end up in rebellionship. If you are only trustworthy, then you may have become folly. And if you rely only on discipline, then it may result in cruelty to people. So after that, when I discovered it and thought it over, I decided to try to understand what is actually my leadership style, what I do rely on, and what are my qualities which I exert on people and by which I am able to be a leader of a certain group. Next slide. This may sound a little bit strange. I'm a leader on occasion, so I'm not trying to be a leader everywhere and every time. But if there is some opportunity to be a leader, or if by chance there is some gap which I need to fill as a leader, then I will do it. I'm a leader in the shadows. I don't like publicity. I don't like to shout at people that you shall listen to me. I maybe, as a gray cardinal, will be just behind somebody and speaking slowly to this person and discussing with him what is better to do, and maybe try to lead this person to some decision. Of course, leading by example. I like to do new things, and I like to do people to do new things as well. The necessary quality of a leader, and which I exert as well, is feeling inspired in order for the people who are led by me are inspired. And maybe the most important one is to see the best in the people, to see the best and to make the people to exercise their best so that everybody is going to shine. Next. And now there was a story in my life on which I made all these conclusions. This May, we had a run in Kazan. And after that, we had an after party. And at that after party, some person among our crowd told us that actually in June, there will be a run, a trail run between Kolomna and Zaraysk, 65 kilometers. When we heard this figure, we just told, no, this is not our case. But there was a possibility to divide this distance into 4 parts, and we only need to have a group of people, of 4 people, in order to take part. And immediately we had these 4 people. And my friend Natalia, after several days, put in our chat that, you know, I didn't ask you, but I already bought us a slot. And in a couple of days, we received this message that, oh, you know, I didn't think it over. I will be on holidays these days, so I will be giving up my slot. And now I appoint my friend Alexander as the captain of the team. Okay, I didn't count on this, but this is leading by occasion. I just breathe out, and I understand that I need to do something with this. And this is this was a very this one experience, so that not only for me but for my team as well. Leader in the shadows. You know, you see that I'm not on the front line, but I'm still among the team, and I'm trying to combine everybody around this activity. So I don't want to be on the front page, but this doesn't make me a bad leader. Next. Yeah, leading by example. Yeah, here you see that if you're doing something with great pleasure, the people around you want to do the same. And I think that the best way to be a leader and to get the people to do something is really to provide an example in this activity. Yeah, feel inspired in order to inspire. the people don't only read your words or hear your words, understand your words, and are led by words. They, first of all, they understand and feel your vibration. They feel what you are feeling, and if you're inspired enough, the people will see it and they want to have the same feelings and they want to have the same experience. So a necessary part of leadership is an example, and an example in inspiration. This was see the best in others and show their best. This is a map of our activity at the run. We had to get every team to every point during this night, because each one of these parts takes around 2 or 3 hours. So we couldn't bring the person to some field and have it wait their time to run. So we needed to make a map and to make a plan. And what I wanted to show here, that we had a team of people and everybody had its strong parts, its strong qualities. And as a team, we were able to do this great thing and to have great fun. So I was so inspired and so overwhelmed by this topic that I prepared it. And actually, last night, when I needed to provide to Olga the information about my speech, I went to base camp and I printed out the evaluation form and understood that the purpose of my project is something about mentoring. So I understood, yeah, I need a different speech. This will not count. But as a leader, I understood that I have to find some way out in any situation I'm in. Yeah, I think this, oh no, it's yeah, fine, yeah, next. So we have 2 pillars here. My topic shall be somehow connected with Toastmasters. So how Toastmastership promotes mentoring. And I need to say something about mentorship. So in fact, without Toastmaster Club and without the additional activities like Run Masters, please join and enjoy this activity with us. Nothing of this would happen. In fact, my life changed dramatically when I joined Toastmasters. I got many new activities in my life with Toastmasters, with all the people which are around us, not only during the meetings, but also during our meetings in the fields and on sport camps. And let's think, what is a mentor? What does a mentor do? The mentor shares experiences. The mentor provides advice to a person, to his mentee, just like a good leader, just like the leader does, promote his mentee and his protege. I think it's called protege. The mentor leads by example. He provides the example from his life and from his speeches, from the speeches of other people, so that to show how the person may be able to shine as well. He notices the best in the person. This is the most important thing, so that to encourage the person to grow, to develop, and to go further, to go a step forward in each speech. So just like a good manager and a good leader, you shall notice the best in people and you shall promote it and give the opportunity and the power to this person to exercise it. And of course, he's providing supporting atmosphere, just like here in our club. So all our mentors, which are in Toastmasters, I'm sure they are exercising these powers. And I hope that anybody who wanted to become, to get a mentor, he will be just lucky to have one. So thank you very much. This was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alexander.
That was a very thought-provoking speech. It took me a while to come up with this definition. And as you can see, we are a bit cultish. We're good, come join. It changed my life, defined who I am today. Come join. Anyways, one of the things that I wanted to add when it comes to leadership is the ability to stay silent, of course, because silence helps you create space for a deeper listening and understanding. Usually, we do have so many things to say. Again, as I mentioned before, we think that they're very important. However, what is more important in leadership is actually the ability to listen to others. And this is something that you can only do in silence. You'll be surprised, not only in work setting, but also in relationships. When you give another person the ability to speak up, and when you exhort the ability to just shut up from time to time, you'll be surprised how many new things you're going to learn from your partners in work and in life. And now we're ready to move on to our next speech that is titled, Soak It All In. Neuroscientists say that silence makes your brain a sponge, not a leaky sieve. Prepare for the absorption modes with the next speech by Valeria Pogorelova. Valeria Pogorelova, Soak It All In.
I have a serious question I need to ask you. What did you have for breakfast this morning? Think back. And if you didn't eat breakfast, just imagine your regular breakfast food. Picture it in your mind. Notice everything on your breakfast plate. Okay. Got it? Okay. Katya, how many blue objects are in your kitchen? More difficult, right? Okay, it's okay. You can have some time to think, maybe 5 to 7 minutes. We'll talk after. Ladies and gentlemen, we go into our kitchens every single day. We're in that room often, and we can't say straight away what are the color of the objects in that room. There is a more serious question that comes to mind. What else passes us by on a daily basis? This is what I asked myself when I decided to do that very thought experiment we just tried. And just like you, I don't even remember what my kitchen looks like. And it took me a whole 5 minutes to picture everything in my mind. And that's when I decided to set myself a task, a goal of noticing something new in my kitchen every single day. This is how I discovered there was a family of mice living under my kitchen sink. See, noticing can be a great technique if you want to break up the monotony of life. One day I was just Valeria, and the next day I was Valeria, the mice exterminator. It's easy to get caught up in the boring routine of daily life. But what I want to tell you today is that life can be every day, and life can be different and colorful if we just notice the things around us. For me, it's actually quite difficult to notice anything during winter times in Russia. Do you remember in April this year, it snowed? It snowed in April. All I could see around me was just darkness, grayness. Life was so stagnant. And when the sun finally came out, everyone went outside. I thought, great, I'm going to take my new noticing technique outdoors. At least the mice there are not my problem. So I went to a park. As I sat there, people watching, I saw a man, mid-60s, half naked, the top half, not the bottom half, if you were wondering. and he had a very peculiar walk. Both his arms stretched out wide. This is how he walked. He looked like he wanted to soak it all in, every milliunit of sunshine while it lasted. What if I told you that the ability to notice can provide you the greatest source of light, even during the most sunless of times? A couple of years ago, I was volunteering at a guest house in Costa Rica. It was located in the middle of a jungle, made up of little huts tucked away between the trees. Cute fairy lights lined the path between the reception and the guest room. One evening, I was taking some towels to one of the rooms when all of a sudden, the lights went out. Everything went pitch black. Have you ever been in complete darkness? It's almost impossible to tell the difference between where the darkness ends and your eyeballs begin. I panicked. I can't see the path. I can't even see my own hands, for God's sake. And then I heard a sound right above me. Oh, this is it. This is how I'm going to die. I looked up, and on a backdrop of a star-filled sky, I saw a bird fly above me. The sky was blue, almost radiant, the only natural source of light for miles in the middle of a dark jungle. In that moment, I didn't feel scared anymore. And once my heart stopped racing 100 miles an hour, the electricity came back. Our ability to notice is what makes the difference between accepting what the world presents to us and seeing what really matters in the moment. What I would like to share with you from these stories today is to notice the small things every day in your life, in the winter, in the summer, any season, whatever goes on in your life. Notice the eye color of the stranger that pours your coffee every morning. Notice the funny shaped cracks in your tiles that may resemble a face. Notice the rustling sounds of a bird wings above your head. Sometimes you may discover mice living under your kitchen sink, but other times you will find a bright sky in the middle of a dark night. And then life is not going to feel so dark and gray anymore. It will feel fresh, and vibrant, and like it can last forever. Because isn't that what it's all about? I want to soak it all in while it lasts. Thank you.
And that was an exceptional speech. Anya, you were worried that your phone might get stolen. And listening to Lera, I remembered the way I travel and go on hikes for quite many years now. Usually when you go somewhere, what do? You take your phone and you see whatever is happening through the lenses of your phone. You go to the concert and instead of soaking into the music, you try to capture the video of the concert. You go to someone's wedding and instead of enjoying the moments, you try to capture a couple of good shots. So next time when you travel, try to lose your phone. And I don't mean like losing it, just leave it at home or don't take it with you on a walk or just put it in a backpack and just enjoy the silence of your inner thoughts. Because one more thing that I wanted to share with you is that silence promotes deeper reflection and self-reflection and introspection. When you are silent, first of all, you do notice more things, that's for sure. And also, at some point, you notice that the voices in your head start to quieten. And what I mean is that most of the things that we consider to be our thoughts are not really ours. Those are the things that our friends and relatives or the social media tell us what to do, what to think, how to behave. And only through silence, you can actually start listening your own thoughts. And only through silence, you can actually understand who you really are deep inside. I wanted to take this thought and to go on a break and break this silence and make some connections, meet new friends, and just have some fun. And we will see you in 10-ish minutes. 10-ish minutes. 5-ish, 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. They say when you begin, when you start a speech, it is a good thing to stay silent for a little bit, and people would realize that the speaker is about to say something, and they would slowly, gradually would shut up. Doesn't work with teenagers or Toastmasters. So one of my personal favorite parts of Toastmasters meetings is called impromptu speeches. This is an opportunity for everybody to come on this stage and perform even for a little bit. With this, I would like to give the stage to our table topics master, Anna Rubinina.
Okay. Good reaction. Don't do this because I'm going to pass it to the speakers. Right. Dear Toastbusters, dear friends and guests. So we are having table topics session. That means everyone, even the guests, can participate and answer my questions. You'll have up to 2 minutes, and mind the timer. She will show you these signals: green, yellow, and red. Yes, and as in the end, we'll have a voting for the best table topic speaker, and that person will get a ribbon if they win, right? Yes. Okay, so I prepared some questions. It was difficult because the topic was quite query, but I came up with an idea to take this phrase, the importance of being, and just filled in with different qualities of people. So you will get the importance of being, for example, earnest, yes, and contemplate on this topic, give your thoughts, or probably share a story. Why do you think it's important, or why it isn't important, if you think so? So who is going to be the first? Who'd like to be the first and take the stage? Okay, Alina. Okay, choose. Okay, one, right.
Oh.
Yeah.
The importance of being honest. Oof. Okay, I have 30 seconds, right? Okay. My name is Alina. Well, have you ever heard the phrase, everybody lies? Yeah. who this phrase belong to?
Dr. House.
Dr. House, correct. Yeah, it used to be, and still it's my favorite TV series. Hugh Laurie, oh my God, it's my crush. So he always says, everybody lies. And how often do you think about yourself that you're an honest person? And sometimes, for no reasons, you lie, right? It just becomes spontaneously. You want to be honest, you want to tell the truth, but then you just wanna show yourself in a better position, in a better light, wanna be someone who are not really you. And being honest is really complicated, but at the same time is important. Because if you're honest, first of all, with yourself and to yourself, that means you accept yourself, and you're the most important people in your life. So please remember this and be honest with yourself firstly. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, that's a really powerful message, to be honest with yourself first. Who's going to be next? Okay. Could you remind me your name, please? But Lubov. Lubov. Okay. Here is your microphone and the question.
The importance to be kind.
Kind.
Okay, 30 seconds. Okay. I will start with my private story. It was my job, and my employees once told me, Любовь, your face always kind. Sometimes I feel that you always feel the same. It was a very great questions to me, yeah, for reflection. And I thought about what is really important to be kind. Because people feel with you more honestly. And trust makes sense for us, for everybody. And if we don't have this one, yeah, it is influence on us. And I felt it is good that my face look very kind, because of course for me sometimes very difficult be in a situation where I have a pressure or a very strong and negotiation with great emotion. It's very difficult to change your face, yeah, for me. And I would like to recommend you to be kind with other people, because we need in this one. Thank you.
Wonderful. I'm practicing the new words. Okay. So probably some newcomers. What is your name?
My name is Andrew.
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 Take your mic
Okay.
and take the question.
Can see through.
No, I can't. No, can I change it? All right. A tough question. A tough topic. Yeah, the importance of being responsible. I need more than 30 seconds. All right, let me start. I think being responsible is a key thing, actually, because everything we do starts from the responsibility. If you're responsible for your life, for yourself, for your own thoughts, you will most likely succeed. Being responsible when you study is crucial. Being responsible at your working place is more than important, because, for instance, if you're a doctor or a lawyer, or you're taking care of a garden, responsibility is what it is a great thing. I mean, if you make a mistake, being not responsible for your job, there will be grave consequences. So we all need to be responsible wherever we do. We are taking care of our families, of our parents, and we need to be responsible for the people that we love. So being responsible is exactly what we need to teach our children right from the start, right from the beginning. And if we succeed in this, we'll give them a great lesson in their future life. Thank you.
Outstanding. Okay, I would like to see on the stage some newcomers from this side. Oh, yeah. What's your name again? Alice. Okay, here's your mic and.
Really? Okay. It says, I have to pick this one up. Sorry, I'm a bit shaky. Yeah. Okay. So, the importance of being resilient, in quotes, strong. I am so tired of this word. But let me think it through. We actually call it black fatigue. You know that. We have that.
Do you have that?
No. I mean, like, majority of immigrants and Black Americans and UK Blacks have black fatigue because of being insisted upon to stay resilient, to stay strong. Some
Black fatigue.
yeah. So either way, I'm gonna be very positive about this one because
It's okay.
yeah. Okay. Tyler Perry, he's a producer, a writer. You know Tyler Perry. He says he quotes in one of the scripts that you know nothing. Let me do it again. You have no other option to stay strong when there is nothing else to do. And of course, this one is mostly pushed on the women. It would be easier for me to say that I'm a journalist, so I'm gonna try to be very objective about every single thing that I'm trying to say, separated from being a human being with feelings. So I would say about strength, about resilience, it is a thing that we get not out of a bed of roses. It's something we get because of the things we go through, or the things that we face, or the things that other people around us face that make those people want to have us around as resilient people. And I would say that being resilient is, by my definition, is being able to go even when there is no way. Or there is a way, but it's a very thorny way, but you need to go. You either stand, go behind, or just like step on the thorns and proceed. And resilience comes from a place of understanding that tomorrow is an option for you, that the future is brighter than where you're coming from, and it will be easy to just tackle the small task, to go through the hardships right now and persevere for a little while, or actually sometimes for a very long time, depending on how you count your time. And because time is an illusion, another topic for another day. So
Next speech.
yeah, literally, yeah. So I would say that being resilient is not taught, should not be taught. You should not look into other people and try to copy their resilience. You will not make it. Do it by yourself, do it by your guts, and trust your intuition, and stay strong. And after staying strong, please take some time out and rest, or scream, or run around like a mad human, or ingest something that might help you relax.
Thank you, Alice. Thought-provoking. Okay. Do we have time for how much time? One person? Oh, so who's the fastest to raise their hand?
New person, newcomer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What's your name again?
The name is Dak. What's up?
That's the mic.
Thank you. Hey. The importance of being emphatic. Is it emphatic or empathetic? Pathetic. Oh, I'm very good at being pathetic, by the way, but I guess this says emphatic. Okay, do I get my 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
It's Dak. DECC.
Do we need to explain the word?
Emphatic?
Yeah.
Sure.
Emphatic is like energetic, active.
No, I meant
Empathetic. So empathy. Okay, no, I'll definitely choose empathy because I'm not good at being energetic. Do I seem energetic to you all? No, I'm fucking tired, chat. All right, 30 seconds. Yeah, I was looking at you and you had that coffee cup and I was like, my man, I wish you would have gotten me one. All right.
Okay, you have 2 minutes.
Oh, I already have to start? Boy, they didn't give me time to think. Anyway, no, it's all right. I'm already being filmed and I'm feeling like a clown right now. The importance of being empathetic, right? So this is actually not being taught enough, I believe, because in our world, I think a lot of people just straight up lack empathy, because empathy is not something that you often grow up with. It's not something that you just happens in your brain, you know. You have to learn how to be empathetic. And often enough, our parents or our teachers don't do enough, you know. They drill those knowledge inside of our brains, but unfortunately, being empathetic is something often enough we have to learn on our own, or perhaps through our parents, not parents, excuse me, our partners. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah, being empathetic is very important, as you will learn, because if you lack empathy, you will struggle to have a meaningful connection in this world. You may have business connections, or you may have acquaintanceship, but who needs that? We all need a real friend, and we all need perhaps a real family eventually down the road. Many of you, I'm sure,
have their own families. And if your family exists without empathy, then it's not a family at all, I believe. So yeah, learn how to be empathetic. Go sign up for some courses. I don't know if they do these courses or anything. Can you? Okay, cool. And yeah, just stay cool. And a really cool act of empathy would be to give me some coffee or some water. Okay, that's it. Yep. Here we go.
Okay, that was meaningful. So we are ready to invite one more person. Yeah. Oh, that's mine.
The last one.
Tell me your name.
I'm Dima. Nice to meet you, everyone. Who I haven't met yet. Oof. Okay, guys, what do you think I got?
Intelligence.
Intelligence. No, I'm dumb as fuck. The importance of being confident, right? And everyone wants to be confident. It's some stuff it's not interview with mother's milk, really. Usually, it is not. But confidence is crucial for leadership, as we may see from Alexander's speech. It's crucial for almost every part of our life. And I believe that confidence, it can be stressed enough, really, because confidence is what actually gives you an opportunity to provide the world with your ideas, to embody your ideas into the world. And if we are talking about a confident person, which is obviously not me,
You got this, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm just giving you a minute of silence to silently reflect on what I'm saying. Yeah, that's sort of a theatrical pause. I believe that a confident person would never actually say that he is confident. No one would believe that, because you're always a fraud if you're telling other people that you're confident, right? Yeah, and we already know that being honest is an important topic. So I'll hit you with this. Confidence is never really the truth, and you will never believe it, but you can actually fake it till you make it. So try it out. Thanks, guys. Yeah? Yeah, Mike. Sorry.
That was brilliant. Okay, I hope that you like the answers of our. What? Okay, it was the importance of being friendly. You've heard this word a lot today, yes? Because here we are all friends. Huh? Prohibited. It's not. Yeah. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the session. Now it's time to vote. Take the agenda, grab your phone. I hope you haven't lost it, and vote via the QR code. Yes, at the bottom of the page, share the agenda if you have it only one on the, yeah.
Can I vote?
I don't know, ask the president. If it's possible, do this. It's not?
You have to switch their
Yay. Okay, I think it's time to give the stage back to the Toastmaster of the day, right? Or the general evaluator. Huh? Who is ready? General evaluator. Or do you have any other words about silence? Yeah. Okay, all right. Yeah. So okay, it's time for the third part of our meeting. It's gonna be the evaluation session, and the lead of this session is Irina Gurtova. Welcome on stage.
Yeah. Thank you, Anya. So, dear fellow Toastmasters, dear guests, newcomers, good evening. People join Toastmasters because they have a dream, they have a goal. They want to learn something. And the club is where we learn. And if learning environment isn't fun and isn't focused, members won't learn what they want to learn. And today, as a general evaluator, my observation and my suggestions and my recommendation, I guess, will help the club to ensure that club is meeting needs and goals of each member. And what I got out of this deal, I want also, it is not about doing punishment. It is not about to be angry bird here as a general evaluator. I'm going also to improve and practice my public speaking skills, my critical thinking skills, and also time management, team building, and maybe motivation to continue. Okay. As you might mention, that I had taken my seat in the back of the room to ensure that I have observation of all the students and all participants. And later, in the end of the meeting, I will describe my overall impression about this meeting, about some roles and speakers. And now, in order to continue meeting in accordance with our agenda, I see that all personal evaluators in the place and they are ready to work hard and all experts are working hard. But before I invite the first personal evaluator to the stage, I would like to mention about 3 important things about evaluation. The first thing, that evaluation is positive and helping act. It is not about punishment, about judgment. Evaluation helps people to overcome flaws, to reinforce their good habits. The second thing is that evaluation should enhance its speakers' self-esteem and engage other members to take the roles in the future meetings. And remember about the structure of evaluation. Please, if it's possible, use feedback sandwich. Please mention what was good, then move to constructive feedback, tell about things that could be improved, and conclude on positive note. And now I'm very glad to invite to the stage the personal evaluator of Alexander Baranov, Tatiana Gladышeva. Please welcome Tatiana.
Okay, thank you, Irina. Dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, dear Alexander, thank you very much for very informative and educative speech. And let me go a little bit deeper into details and explain you why I think this way. I'm going to present like classic sandwich evaluation. So let's start with the positive things. Number 1, you demonstrated perfect usage of visual aids. I didn't even know that you are going to use slides, but the presentation, but you did it very good, very explanatory, very comfortable for audience to follow your speech. So that was a good addition to your speech. Number 2, I would love to mention, this is the point I would love to emphasize. You always, always, always demonstrate deep research in your presentations. And that builds a credibility of you as a speaker, and we are, as an audience, trust you even before you start speaking, even before you start presenting your next project. That is true. I'm talking in behalf of the whole audience. Number 3, you incorporated a good personal story, which and where you demonstrated yourself as a developed leader and that you have already leadership skills. And another observation I made that actually I never mentioned before in evaluations, that you at the beginning of your presentation, you used a contradictive quote that leadership is when it's to force someone do that he or she doesn't want to do. That was a rather new perspective, and that made me think, and that enhanced my attention to the whole your speech. Now let's move to the middle of the sandwich and talk about the things you probably would like to work on. Number 1, you explicitly went over time. As an experienced speaker, you should work on it better, probably practice more. Number 2, before your contradictive quote, you started your speech with sort of explanation. I was supposed to do this, but I did that. And that is detect that you are not positive if audience is ready to listen to you. And I think that would be a good explanation to yourself, but audience doesn't want to do that, doesn't want to know that. And talking about the same point, towards the end of your presentation, you incorporated, I called it apology/explanatory message, saying that your speech is not aligned with the objects of your project. And that was a turning point of your speech, which took audience to a different direction, I would say even wrong direction, and depreciated your level, the speaking skill you already have. So don't do that. We trust you. Just don't allow any excuses to yourself. So overall, to summarize what's been said above, I would like you to take this informative and educative speech, work a little bit on it, and apply it towards the leadership project. Take some time, do some deep research, and prepare another wonderful, informative and educative speech towards the mentoring Toastmaster project. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tatiana. Tatiana is really seasoned expert in evaluation. So Tanya, you regularly takes part in our evaluation contest, and we are really proud of your evaluation that you are in our club. So, and one important remark: do not forget to give evaluation sheet to the speaker. Because now it is not my idea. I have heard this idea from Daniil Filonov. He mentioned that after speech, after delivering the speech, tomorrow is usually in a state of euphoria, and after today, tomorrow, the evaluation sheet will be really useful to navigate the things you could be improved in your speech. So next, let me invite to this beautiful stage our outstanding Samira with evaluation of the second speech in our club, in our meeting today.
Samira, welcome. Dear fellow Toastmasters, dear Valeria, thank you very much for your speech. That was really beautiful, meaningful, and at the same time humorous speech. Right from the start, you caught our attention. You didn't just begin with a story, you asked a question, and actually 3 of them. One simple, about breakfast. The other one a bit harder, blue objects in the kitchen. And then the one that really made us stop. What else passes us by on a daily basis? It was a smart structure. You pulled us in gently, got us involved with a little mental experiment, and slowly shifted into deeper reflection. That was very much in line with your whole educational pathway, visionary communication. That is great. And your message was clear. Noticing makes life brighter. And I think everyone in this room got this message. And what made your speech really shine was your delivery. You were completely present, as always, relaxed, expressive, connected to the audience. Your vocal variety was great, exemplary, gentle in some parts and serious when it mattered. You let each story breathe. I really appreciated your sense of humor. The mice under the sink, that was hilarious. The man in the park, we could all picture him, right? But every joke had meaning behind it. You made us laugh, and then you made us think, and that was powerful. Your language was vivid and full of metaphors that brought your speech alive. For example, the sky was blue, almost radiant, the only natural source of light in the middle of the jungle. And the next one, your ability to notice is your brightest light. Thank you for using these wonderful phrases. And you had several moments like that, and this created little images that stuck in our mind. In terms of structure, it flowed naturally. You moved smoothly from one story to another, and each story reinforced your main message, your core idea, that noticing can be the difference between darkness and light. And if I could recommend anything, it would be to bring the phrase "soak it all in" a little bit more, so that it echoes stronger in the end. But overall, your speech was great, and you painted a vision of life that is grounded in a philosophy of mindfulness and curiosity. And you showed us what is possible when we slow down and pay attention to little things. Isn't that what life is all about? And thank you for helping us soak it all in. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Samira. Was Samira's feedback positive, helpful?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Has she pointed the way to improvement? One, okay. All right. Excellent evaluation. Thank you again, dear Samira. Practice makes perfect. Practice, practice, and practice. I hope to see you on the evaluation contest this season. Yeah, this is very, very good experience. So time flies as a bullet. We need to move to the next part of evaluation session. This is experts reports. And as a project manager, I will supervise my team of timer, grammarian, accountant, quizmaster, and I'm going to give the stage to Daniil Filonov, our grammarian.
Here are my notes. Thank you. I thought they were stolen. Thank you for not stealing them. I will never take this role again. In your wonderful club, just because you didn't make any mistakes. I can't humiliate anyone. So there is no jokes today. But no charisma, no nothing, no good memories. However, you did an exceptional job in avoiding all three words of the day. Some of you mentioned them, but on purpose. Yes, so we could hear you giggling in the audience. Okay, what was the synonyms of the word of the day? Some were from как говорят, начальная школа. From primary school, like wonderful. Some were from higher school, like thought-provoking, exceptional. From Simon and Garfunkel, peculiar. Wonderful word. They had a song. He was a very peculiar man. Probably that talking guy was a very peculiar man.
Second guy, I like it.
Yep. More of this outstanding, brilliant, educative, informative. As for your speeches, I have a couple of quotes that I found. Valeria, a great speech is the light in the darkness. And yours was a supernova. It's kind of star, yeah. For the first speech. If silence is the strip of words, your speech was a thunderous awakening. Thank you. I made a couple of photos with your presentation and you, strong Beijing man. Thank you. Talking about some phrases that I didn't know before. I have never ever heard a word cultish. Now I know. You guys, too much cultish, but no problems. From my side, mice exterminator. I don't know what it means, but with the power of your vocal variety, I can guess that everybody was annihilated. Yes? Ah, very interesting. Smartphone party. Okay.
Is that interesting?
I know. Got you. When, oh, господи. Okay. Okay. If you want more phrases, join me at after party. I will read it. I didn't have any time to prepare. We're out of time. Let's have a handshake.
So, give me a mic. Okay. Okay. Oh, Daniel, your performance is always fantastic. Always fantastic. Do not click, just do not click your fingers, please. Everything is amazing in our Toastmaster land. Everything is amazing in your speeches in our club. Thank you so much. So, and I also like, don't be so lazy, use synonyms, please. Don't be so lazy. It is a very good example, very good game to engage us, to encourage us to use synonyms and colorful our language. So let's move on to the next expert. And I am going to give the stage to our accountant, Maria. Yeah, Maria, be careful with mic.
Okay, thank you. And with a short feedback, I agree with Daniil that there is no job for today. And I noticed on the on table topic, Lyubov and Dima said 3 times year, and everyone is don't use these filler words or overused words. So thank you for today. Account is happy. Okay, forgot.
Okay. Okay. Oh, please, 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 please wait. Shake hands. It's very important. Maria, well done, well done. Very informative role introduction. I would like to know that. And the thing that could be improved in your introduction, get rid of excuses. Forget about it. It's my second role. It's my second role here in this club, and I'm proud of it. This is very important to proud of it because you rock this day. Okay, let's move on. And one expert is left, Quizmaster, and it will be after my
Just me and
timer. Oh, Alina, what do you think if I invite you to the stage right now? Please, I'm going to please welcome our timer to the stage with her report. Oh, yeah, sure.
Top or bottom, what would you prefer? We'll talk about later. After party. Well, guys, I was so excited about this meeting today. Exciting. What? There were 3 of them. Listen to carefully. Okay, I was very excited, and I really wanted to soak it all in. Every minute, every second. That was amazing. Thank you very much. And Sasha, thank you very much for such an interesting, where is that? I'm waiting. Interesting speech. Really, I would like to listen to your speech longer, up to 15, 20 minutes. But unfortunately, I had only 12 minutes and 40 seconds of enjoying you on this stage, looking at you on the stage. And also your amazing personal evaluator. Yeah, you are a great couple, to be honest. Because Tatiana, I had such a beautiful pleasure seeing you on a stage for 3 minutes and 51 seconds. So guys, you are the winners today. And I'm looking forward to see you more on the stage, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Alina. I would like to note that Alina's example is a good example how to improvise and introduce the minor roles as a role of timer. She is a great example how to interact with the audience. And then I would like to thank you, Alina. Okay. I will put here because the next part is about not after jail. Okay, Quizmas. Katya.
Because I created 16 questions, so probably 5, maybe 1. Okay, the tricky one I'm going to ask you. Can you help me, please? Okay, 1 question only. Yes. 5. Okay, I will start with the easiest one. What was the attributes of leadership according to the presentation of Alex? Can you mention power, intelligence, values? The first one, not about the art of war. No. Yes, yes. So Alina, I believe, Alina, Danya, and Masha, probably no. Okay. The second question is, what is the most popular word of the Toastmasters community? And what, okay. And which percent of Toastmasters? 87, yes, Tatiana. Next question, what number did Alex get on his T-shirt during the marathon? What? Yeah.
5454.
Yes, yes, correct. Correct. And what was the name of this event, of this marathon? Yes, from Kremlin to Kremlin. which country did Lera mention during this? Yes, Costa Rica probably. Yes. Alina mentioned one movie. What was that? One movie.
Dr. House.
Yes, yes, it was that. And okay. Okay. In Russia, we say movie. Still, for me, it's like a series, right? Okay, maybe for him it will be okay. Last one, I believe. What was the question at the end of table topic session?
Your question.
It was Dmitry, yes, but the question, please keep silent. Yeah. Yes. Lera, probably. Yes, that's it. Thank you very much. Thank you. And this is for you.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Okay, guys. So, how many times I have? Okay, I want to say that I witnessed a good usage of language at this meeting with really fine vocabulary, figures of speeches, idioms, and I have full page of my notes. But yeah, but due to time limitation, I have no chance to mention even a single one. So thank you.
Just email.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for such a notching to area director, by the way. Okay, from the president's opening speech and to the last report, to the last quiz session, I was the witness of exemplary preparation, organization, enthusiasm, observation, and general performance of duties. And let me express my deep gratitude to the officer team and all participants. And also, in addition, I would like to note that this meeting, I would like to thank newcomers because they do great job at meeting. They rock TT session. They were really active at table topic session. It is very important. And I see great team, well coordinating work. I wish you a million new meetings with bright speeches and look forward to seeing your success plan by August 31st.
Okay, guys, thank you for this wonderful meeting and bringing your voices and energy to the stage. We have two special achievements. We have a member who completed 7 projects by now and reached level 2. And I would like to welcome to the stage Alexander Baranov.
Okay.
And we had the funny table talk session with thought-provoking questions. And the winner is our newcomer, Alice. Come to the stage. Are you? Thank you, guys. The next meeting will happen in this place on August 13 at 7 p.m. And I invite all of you and newcomers as well to the after party. And let's take a group photo. Кто будет фоткать?